Feyenoord in 70, of course, against Celtic in Milan, and Porto in 1987. More recent pedigree, giving perhaps an indication of the relatively current form of the sides. Feyenoord, of course, coming strong again, going well in both domestic and European football. But up against it tonight. A glimpse of the spectators, the very volatile spectators that come along to these games. And in there is Borg. Free kick. Loud draw there in that challenge, and he's gone right through, and a brilliant save by the international goalkeeper, Ed de Goey. Brilliant run through there by Kostadinov, Bulgarian internationalist. He's so very good at this. Got that head injury, and it's well wrapped up. This will be taken by Aloisio. Lots of good football in both of these teams. Different styles, of course. A bit more flamboyance of Porto. The Dutch team very studied and technical and solid. Well organized, well thought out football. Nice little ball there by De Wolf. Still no scoring. Trying to open that out. Might be a little bit too hard. No, it's not. Blinker doing well and brought down. Taking one right across the mouth. I think the referee will do something about that. The crowd don't like it, but Secretario has been booked for that challenge. Well, what else could he do? I think if you did that in the street, you'd be arrested. In fact, I would not demur if a red card had been produced for that. That was quite deliberate. And it's a sort of thing that should be stamped out of football altogether. I think he's indicating he's still got 2 lips left. Still no scoring. Wim van Hanegem, the coach of this side, and it's gone over. Short ball in there to Reece George. Kostadinov getting away from his markers, as he so brilliantly does, and almost taking De Goey on. Man who played in goal last week, of course, looking quite nonchalant about that. De Goey, by the way, last season led in 8 goals to Ajax. Just on half-time. Porto coming back into this game again. At far side it was Semedo trying to put it in. A great save, and the keeper saving from Magalhaes is really preventing an onslaught here. Took it with the outside of the foot. That was a difficult chance. I think that ball may just have been going over, but the goalkeeper, of course, could not rely on that. Kostadinov pointing to somebody in the penalty area, and he saves again, De Goey. Having a quite remarkable game. This time from Carlos. Well, he doesn't look at all put up. In fact, gives the impression he's enjoying it. And by any standards, good instinctive goalkeeping, saving the day yet again for Feyenoord. Well, that's what he's paid to do. Wild one by Pinto. Has it gone out? Well, the referee, Monsieur Arel from France, I think has blown the halftime whistle. I don't think some of the players realize that. Well, I think Torment can hardly believe that. Oh, I think there was a little bit of acting going on there, and I think he's been booked even. Torment, was he argued? Well, I think the crowd are enjoying this thoroughly. There's a lot of confusion here. Torment, I think De Wolf has come down now to argue with the referee and the linesman. Now this is where it all started. Now that was fairly innocuous, to be perfectly honest with you. Torment walking back across the field and gripped by the goalkeeper. And I think the referee is looking at Torment going off. There he is. I think he must have said something as well. That initial confusion, I think, arising from the fact that the Dutch could not believe it. And neither can I. And some missiles being thrown onto the field, and the police coming to tell him to get right out of the way. I think he is provoking a little bit of trouble there. And so they're down to 10 men and really up against it. Oh, there's a header. What a save by De Gea. He is having one of these miraculous nights. Beautifully drilled in, wonderful little back flick there, then the header by Couto coming in. And the hero of the night, surely Ed De Gea. 25 years of age and a lot of football in front of him playing like that. Neat done there by to stand it off, and it's just past, and a goalkeeper having one of these nights really deserves to have a little bit of luck, and he had it there. Secretario had come forward. He did everything right. There he is, and oh dear, oh dear. Headed high up this time. Couto was trying to get there. This will be a very, very good result for Feyenoord, given all the circumstances. Can he put it away this time? He has! And I think the linesman has his flag up as the camera's cut away again. The linesman had his flag up. The Porto players are incensed by that. They really are, and I don't think that's going to be allowed. Now, was he offside? There's the ball played there, and I think the linesman was right. And no more than the Dutch deserve for that very plucky and valiant effort. They really held this team at bay. Marvellous goalkeeping by De Gea. And except for that little mishap with Torment, a very disciplined performance indeed. Domingo's getting that marvelous effort there. I think he'll be deeply disappointed. Well, Domingo, since coming on, has been very dangerous indeed, as witness that goal. Although it was chalked off, it showed you how well he got behind the defence. There he is again, high in the air. It's tempting. Peels for a penalty kick, and the referee waves play on. The Frenchman will not be at all popular. They're throwing everything into the box now. And the French officials, I think, will have to get a police escort out of town tonight. Well, I think that was accidental, though. Where though by Van Gobel, and now again the attacking on the left. And too many simple balls played into the box now. Easily picked up. But that's the kind of defending they've had to face. Picked up by Olosio. Headed on there by Carlos, has come forward. And that was one of the easier attempts of the night for the goalkeeper. No, he had no difficulty with that one. Still no scoring. Oh, and a wild one by Van Gobel. I think that is what they were complaining about. There he is again, missing out completely. And I think the whistle is gone. Well, we thought that was a final whistle. Far from it. It goes right down to the other end. That high up and under, and Van Gobel missing again very crudely. Porto pressed throughout this entire second half. That's a glorious goal. Domingos. At last, justice for the Portuguese. The man who put the ball in the back of the net and ruled offside has come back with a vengeance. And despite the heroics of De Gea in goal, there was no way he was going to stop that. Look at the ferocity of that shot. All the defenders taken out, dragging it, giving himself some leverage, and letting blast. Fine goal indeed. 1-0 just when it seemed as if the 10 men would hold out. And maybe they couldn't get it. It went in so quickly. Cameramen are usually pretty good, but that was going at a fair rate of knots. And the referee looking at his watch. I think that's the end of it. It is indeed, as this noise rose above the stadium. So Ed De Gea must be thinking to himself, I've done everything right. I cannot be blamed. Indeed he cannot. That last goal he could not stop. A remarkable defensive effort by Feyenoord. A superb piece of goalkeeping. A good eye.